Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Dungeonetics. We're a Connecticut-based podcast that will never ask for a Patreon. That's not what this is about. This is about recording creativity and imagination run loose in the time where those things are needed. Welcome to Dungeonetics. In our last episode, we stirred the wrong pumpkin patch. The mushrooms came out to stomp, and they didn't want none of the young guys, 'cause they were just these mean old fungi. Just listen along. We kicked butt at the end. Ooh, no spoilers. But, it's a pretty spicy one. Thank you, Dungeonetics.
You guys do notice that there is a narrow path here from this terrace that should lead you handily up to the Garden of Welcome. Do any of you start kind of walking towards it, or just even edging towards it?
Maybe our sneaky guy should go.
Why are you telling me to go?
So the minute you start to kind of
I don't know that fucking
even
place.
edge towards it, two of these kind of lurch out from the fungi and shamble their way into it. It's basically a crayfish that is the size of a Mini Cooper. But it is also covered with fungi, and you can see places on the carapace where spores and molds have come through. So this is very clearly one of the spore servants. Make a nature roll, anybody that wants to try to identify the creatures.
Assuming I might sneak in there.
22?
Yeah. And also I'm going to back the
Jesus, I'm going so bad.
22 actually will do pretty well. Anybody have above a 15? Okay, Duncan, you'd have this. Duncan and Fein both recognize this as a chul. They are large aquatic creatures. They can breathe air and water. They attack very well with their giant pinchers and the tentacles at the front. But these are very clearly dead and have been raised back as spore servants. But it is also very clear that they are not... They seem defensively protecting this entrance from any creatures that would come towards them.
We should go that way.
We need to.
So
Yeah.
Basidia continues his tour and leads you towards the final circle. So on the southern terrace, along the very, very tippy-top edge of the southern terrace, this is where I read this to you guys too early. These terraces are quiet and calm. The only sounds here are soft bloopy splashes, bloopy is in quotes, as water drips from stalactites above onto the caps of oversized mushrooms sprouting from mushy earth. Very few myconids are here, but after a few moments, this guy comes out of some of the undergrowth towards you. Moves towards Sovereign Basidia, and you see it almost kind of dip down in reverence or in obedience, and then it stands up very tall and moves towards you. And the rapport spores kind of flow over you, and you hear a very strong, warm voice. Hello, softers. I am Rasharu. I am the leader of the Circle of Explorers. You are friends of Stool, and you wish for hope of finding a way to the surface.
Yes.
I know of many promising paths, but I am afraid that my people have no interest in your sunlight world. I have never followed these paths all of the way, but I will certainly do my best
to help give you guidance, and one of my explorers will lead you as best as he can to the path you choose to follow. You must simply tell me of where you wish to go.
What about a path to Lindenstone?
Lindenstone. I know of this place. I have encountered other softers walking to and fro from that place. I can take you there, or I can show you how to reach there.
I think maybe there are a few things we would like to do before leaving.
I understand. What are those things, and how may I have helped you?
First question. Do you have any grand plans to explore
very straightforward.
differently, or do new things, or make changes to the way your explorer circle works?
He looks at you, and he kind of turns his head towards Basida, and then kind of looks back at you, and it's sizing up like he's fucking gonna school. And then he turns back to you.
Basida has discouraged me, but I have escape plans ready, and I have made caches of nutrients hidden along certain tunnels. In the option that Basidia decides, we shall abandon the grove and return to our nomadic ways.
Interesting choice. Good.
Should this occur, but only on the command of Sovereign Basidia. I have seen too many changes in recent time to Sovereign Philo.
Do you know of a secret way into the Cavern of Welcome that is not guarded by tools?
I may be able to assist you. You would seek out the circle.
To see what is there and report back to you.
This is good. You are all good explorers.
Yes.
Were you not softers, you would have a place of honor in my circle.
We don't have spores, so I think we cannot be infected. Perhaps.
Were you
Never
not
mind.
Well,
Michaelids?
Seraph was, wasn't he?
Yes.
Were you not Michaelids? We would buy you a beer.
What is this beer of which you speak?
It is a delicious,
Happy juice.
Delicious nutrient.
joyful, nutritious.
It's nutritious. Totally nutritious.
Which helps us all grow.
I have interest in growth, as do all Myconids. Will you rapport with me so I may learn of this beer?
Recipe.
I would be honored. And I take my hands and kind of give like a wiggle like he's wiggling.
So you guys will basically just like forehead touch, big cloud of spores,
Yes!
and after a moment, Rashiru leans back.
Fermentation. You softers are odd, but I also enjoy occasionally the fermentation. And here,
And he goes away, and then he comes back, and he's scooped back. He's got this strange, shimmery, greenish liquid, greenish yellow liquid in his hands.
for you, Flo, it is fermented.
I will grab it, but my lips could not be more like just sealed.
You gonna drink any?
Drink it, Flo.
I want to taste.
Oh,
In that case.
Make me a Constitution save,
Yeah, if you're within 10 feet of me.
you
which we
definitely.
will assume you are.
Hey.
20, no matter what it is, plus the bonus.
You get a really nice, like, whiskey burn in the
yeah.
back of your throat that kind of goes down and fills your belly. And you have a moment where, like, you kind of get a little dizzy and you're like, ooh, this is good crap. This is more or less like phosphorescent lichen moonshine.
Oh, it's rain.
Yeah, I mean, it's what they've got, you know, but apparently, occasionally, if you know, a myconid kind of dips their foot into this particular water or gets nutrients, myconids can get turnt. Is what we learned today.
Hell yeah.
Asharu, can you tell me about your distillation apparatus?
There is no distillation. Friend of stool, friend of flow. We simply wait until nature has taken its course.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Do
gross.
they have any of that good down here?
Come, stool, you will stay here with the Sovereign. Our 6 softer friends, they will find a way in.
We've
So-
got 5 circle leaders. There are the 2 new circles, which are the circle of
The circle of leaders.
Of leaders.
So only the leaders are allowed to meet in that one. And then something called the circle of masters, which
crazy leaders.
only Philo seems to have been, and a handful of others, but those others have not come down out of the Garden of Welcome. So, Rasheru leads you on kind of a circuitous route along the southern wall, and finally points out a place where you can climb up a bit, kind of scale along some narrow ledges, and then climb your way back down. I'm not going to try to adjudicate for that, but it's a very discreet, somewhat perilous trip, but it does land you roughly within the area of this Garden of Welcome. The plateau that you are on rises higher than the other terraces, screened by a natural fence of soaring jerkwood stalks. From where you are, you can see down into the rest of the grove, but from the rest of the grove, it would be very difficult to see what was happening up here. And as you approach, muffled murmuring can be heard deeper through the plateau. Would you like to continue on?
Like actual talking?
Do we have any fungi to talk to right now?
No, nobody else is around you.
Is Bashidade with us, or did we leave him?
We left all the fungi.
We left all the
Okay,
fungi
we're going.
Did
As well.
and we didn't make any like plans like if you see us running the fuck out of here, like help us.
No.
Okay.
I think what's his name had a pretty good head and the shoulders.
Rasheru, yeah. I have nutrients stored all around here.
All around.
Bomb shelter
He's
style.
basically, yeah, he's basically like the
Bongo bags.
Myconid equivalent of a doomsday prep. I'm ready when the shit goes down, man.
Alright, so
Shit goes down, trust me.
there's a good news, bad news situation here. The bad news is I gotta listen to all you a-holes in my brain. The good news is
You're used to it by now.
you can use me as a
Conduit.
You're gonna relay all our messages to each other?
relay
As
for
long as
speech.
Nod doesn't get killed, then you're
Yeah.
all set.
We're good.
The low mutterings grow louder and louder as you continue onward,
Can't we
turning
just-
into a symphony of moans, cries, and hisses. The only light comes from a few glowing mushrooms along the edge, but even in the gloom, you can't miss the source of the sounds. The heads of creatures of a dozen humanoid Underdark races peek from the ground, mold and fungi growing around them. One voice calls out loudly in Undercommon. Oop, sorry. It is a female drow trying to speak. Please, for your gods of light, kill me. She manages to stir within her living grave, raising a spider medallion, half embedded in the bloating growth that was once her hand. Half her face is rotten and pustulent, a bed for the sprouting of scores of tiny mushrooms. The great cedar. It's a trap. She's here. She's the lady of decay. Sukmoy.
I would like to make a
Intelligence check to see how to spell that?
I was gonna say Arcana check.
Yeah, either one would work. Arcana is a form of intelligence.
And I am going to use my insight on this. Oh, look at that, a natural 20, which is going to give me a 22.
This woman is definitely dying of something. She's definitely panicked, and she is definitely trying to tell you to
I'm
kill
sorry.
her.
This no. This is specifically about the name that she said. I get nothing from that.
Zook
Oh no,
Toy?
the 20. I thought you said the insight, so I thought that's where we were starting from.
No,
The
I'm
20
going
Zugtmoy-
straight up Arcana.
Zugtmoy, Zuggtmoy.
This is part of my the research that
Yeah,
my
it's one of
spoiled
the
brain.
It's one of the demon lords, and the demon lord with a portfolio over basically rot and decay. Often confused with I can't remember the asshole's name now. No. There's another one.
There's like
Jubilex.
oozes and slimes.
Yes, often confused with Jubilex, who is a rival to Zugtmoy, also the Lord of Slimes and Oozes.
Is she holding up something you said?
She was trying to show you her holy symbol of wall.
Guys, the white lady. I think I know who she is.
Alright, I'm gonna kill her.
Wait.
Are we going up there?
Do you just straight up kill her?
Yeah.
Even if I say wait?
If you say wait, I won't.
Make an initiative roll. Both of you.
If he says wait, I'm not going to kill her.
Well, let's see if he says it before you get over there to do it.
I will 2.
9.
Okay, so Nod yells, wait. When she sees you like draw your sword but then hesitate, she starts to cry. Or lurch forward like she's crying, but it's very obvious that the fungal growths in her eyes no longer allow her to produce tears.
Not using my brain, I get close to her and say, will they know if you die?
I don't know if they... You hear a rolling, like a... And when you turn around, moving towards you in this particular grove, is something that at one point was probably a myconid, but now has mutated and enlarged and has gotten to a point. This is a group of mushrooms in the front that actually move as if it had a mouth that was speaking.
Are we rolling for initiative now?
No, it's going to talk to you first.
I'm talking.
Yeah, it's basically, I mean, more or less it's a mushroom golem. The moans of the garden's victims suddenly take on a new tone of fear as something moves across the foul ground. A disgusting, rotting, larval creature rises up before you, showing only vestigial fungal growths that hint that it might once have been lichen. The creature's strange, aberrant voice and its mouth moves, and the voice both speaks aloud and fills your minds.
Welcome, travelers. Are you here for the wedding rehearsal?
Yes.
Friends of the bride or of her intended?
Friends of the bride.
No matter at all. Let the love of the great seed have embraced you as you become one with her chosen, the great body.
At this point, she starts to scream. The woman starts to scream, and her head, in a disgusting parody of, or recall of Sareth's, splits open fully with a huge fungal bloom coming out. Almost, just think of it like fungal, but think of it like John Carpenter's The Thing, just kind of, and then her whole body gets pulled back into that particular pod. As this thing starts to move towards you, several of the pods burst and drow pull themselves out. Drow that look very similar to the way that Sareth did after he had been affected.
So gross.
As you turn to flee, several large myconid adults stand between you and any way of exiting. And that is where we will leave things.
That's what you think.
Ooh, that's a toughie. I don't know if we're going to be able to get away from that one. But if you do happen to get away from us, why don't you check out a podcast called Hardcore Nursing Home. That's HXC Nursing Home Podcast at Facebook. So check this out. Are you an old curmudgeon who used to like hardcore music? Have you done your 1,000 hours of pit time, but now your spine just can't take the pressure? Well, I've got a podcast for you. Hardcore Nursing Home talks about some of the classics. Your ISIS. Your have-hearts, as it will. It brings it to a time that we all, approaching our 40s, can understand. Man, hardcore is still just as hard as it was core. Does that make any sense? It doesn't matter. Hardcore Nursing Home. Check them out.
So it was definitely once a myconid, but it seems to have been corrupted well past the point of recognition, making it into a large, like a gigantic beast of a creature that has blocked any further passage and has surrounded you with drow, with what do we call them? Quaggoth, thank you. I knew the cue and I just mine fell the rest. My senility is going to be amazing. some quaggoth, and also a couple of other adult myconids, which is where you guys find yourself right now. So the drow woman has just died in front of you, sinking back into the muck and into the strange fungal pod that was holding her body. But bursting out of other fungal pods are 4 drow spore servants, 4 quaggoth spore servants, and then there are 2 adult myconids. So fully 6.5 feet tall, kind of gangly but still sizable. You're not dealing with a rumpadump and a stool. So Yistabrud, which he has not named himself yet, but that is the critter's name. Yistabrud is represented on there by token number 1, so that big circular token would be him. The blue-ish tokens are the drow, 1 through 4. The lightish green ones are the myconids. There's 1 and 2. And then the other green is the quaggoths, 1 through 4. Everybody able to kind of make that out okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, if I had more money, I would have minis for everything, but
All right.
we're
So there are
cheap.
2 quaggoth, 4 myconids, and 4 drow.
4 quaggoth, 2 myconids, 4 drow.
The
So
light green.
those that are myconids.
Light green are the.
Got it.
Light green are the quaggoth, dark green are the Okay.
Quick question about the myconids.
Yes, sir.
Are these like zombie myconids or regular myconids that are part of the effort?
Part of which effort?
Like whatever weird, crazy ass thing is going on here.
I mean, frankly, you really don't know enough about myconids, but in terms of are they zombified? I mean, if they were corrupted with spores like the drow and quaggoth, the question you'd have to ask yourself is how would we tell? But they're not mutated in the way that the big one is. They look very similar to the other kind of rank and file.
They're not like
adults that you
dripping
saw.
weird, gross-looking sap or anything.
No,
obviously.
although they are moving aggressively towards you, so it's definitely a difference than the other myconids you've encountered.
All right.
Are the quaggoth and drow, do they look like, obviously they're corrupted with spores, but do they look, or would I know if they are
Pretty much.
less, more robust, or do they have any other abilities? Anything like that?
Impossible to tell at this stage. I'm going to make a nature roll.
Do you still have your zombies with us? Okay.
Out of a nat 20.
Nice. This is something you've never encountered before, but your guess is that probably this infestation wouldn't have given extra abilities, although you do remember having seen Sereth after his similar transformation passing through doing basically a pass through plants. But whether that was something that the whole circle was doing and he was part of, or whether it was part of his transformation, you're not sure. But your guess is that these are probably just very hardy because they are not technically alive anymore. Don't think they have any real extra powers though. So let us do the thing where we roll for initiative.
He has to put his names on the board.
Mobies?
Can I have some tokens for
Absolutely.
Talking around this one.
There's
Well, I mean, if I get my initiative, I will do my best. I always have a plan B.
Flo, I don't think you can seduce a giant.
It's not about seduction. There's no attacks yet.
Oh, I really, Bob reached out to me with a suggestion that I thought was hilarious, completely unworkable, but it did make me laugh a lot.
Sounds like Bob's suggestions.
Yeah. So I just want you guys to know that Bob is working and you guys are off duty. He's thinking of the next thing.
The gears never stop.
Yeah, never stop.
That's scary.
Sadly, what comes out is usually just played out.
I mean, what comes out kind of sounds like, but you know, hey.
What if we make a time machine, guys?
What now?
Guys, all this cycle theory that has never been mentioned by anybody except Tim sounds like it's probably what's going on in the whole campaign. We've had no indication from the DM that this is anything other than nonsense, but let's really buy into the concept.
I like to think that I'm carrying the crazy for the whole group.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Which is a mean feat, but somehow, I mean, form of a bice bucket. Rush, you are up first.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with these zombie mushroom people because that's gross. I'm guessing that dark green one's
This is a
real
Quaggoth,
mushroom person,
that's
right?
A Quaggoth, right?
That's a
That's a
Quaggoth?
Quaggoth.
Green or
Light green or
Myconids.
Quaggoth, dark green or the Myconids.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that myconid.
This one?
Yeah. How tall is this myconid?
Number 1.
About 6.5 feet.
Oh yeah, so he's like my height, or not my height. He's taller than me.
15.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the cat part of the mushroom.
Sounds good.
You're gonna do a Mario, just jump on his head?
Oh my god, it's a nat 2. I'm gonna say 10 doesn't hit.
10 does not hit,
Of course it doesn't.
unfortunately.
Second hit, 16 hit.
16 will hit.
Nice.
Which number is that he is going up against right now?
Number 1.
For 13 damage.
13 damage. All
Yep.
right.
13.
I'm gonna do my flurry of blows for 2 more hits, and that is a nat 20 and a 18.
Nice. They will both hit.
That is for 8, 10, 21 damage.
So you manage to completely pulp that one.
Mushroom
just
pulp.
moves in and like swinging his fists and spinning with the cinnamon stick. He basically just it's like when you were a kid, did you ever like come across one of those giant mushrooms and just go after it with a stick?
What?
There you go.
I'm living through Rush.
You never did that when you were a kid?
And I didn't live as a kid. It's fine. I just skipped.
Very many questions. We'll continue.
I now have questions about you.
Let's take a pause for a minute. Now, do you mean you were born?
Yeah, were you spawned as a
this
28
age?
Benjamin Button, perhaps?
Are you
Who knows?
a
I'm a
clone?
mystery.
Are you an android?
I can get away from these fuckers. Yeah. That's how I end my turn. On a cliffhanger.
Flow.
Whoa!
15, 20.
That's right, get in between your big hardy boys.
That I pretty much have to. Reach in, go reach in the back holding, dig up the lamp.
Oh
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Oh no.
I'm tossing it right here.
no. Big Daddy?
Roll a d12.
Lamp of bitey.
That, ooh.
Ooh.
That's how many d4 damage you get to roll.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, this sucks. This is a lot.
Need a couple?
Hold on 1 second. Just help me add.
Just help me add.
2, 2, 3, and 1.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
2, 2, 8.
Okay.
That was 4, right?
2, 1, 1, and 4.
12, 16,
And then 3 of these. 4, 4, and 1.
24, 25.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So
Love
it's
that.
total
25.
25.
The coins.
So the little mimic larvae, the lantern smashes on this giant creature, and suddenly tiny little coins seem to be everywhere. The coins like essentially snapping in half. The creature itself doesn't seem to notice or care much, although you're seeing little chunks of mushroom flying off and little coins scattering everywhere. This area will be covered with mimics for the next 100 years, probably.
Yeah.
Come back here, and you're like, oh, look at all these mushrooms! Ah!
I did good.
Excellent. Anything else from Flo? You
For that wedding party
through,
idea.
You're pretty much good, I think.
Yeah, I think for now.
Arjan.
I'm gonna move.
Basically just nuked the Neverlight
We
room.
we
Chernobyl.
I know I'm a tactician.
It's not my turn yet. I can't say anything.
Okay.
You can say anything. Talking is free.
We want to draw them out so we can group them together so we can hit them with area spells. Don't get stuck in right in the middle of them where we are right now.
Too late.
I was gonna say.
Started here.
Before the fight started, but yeah.
Alright, I'm
I
gonna
don't
attack,
disagree with your tactical assessment.
I'm gonna attack number 4 here. Okay, Quaggoth, I think.
Nah, you are up there.
They're not fiends.
But they're not, though. They should be.
I'm gonna click my heels together and I'm gonna do 2 Eldritch
Gross,
Blasts
Bob.
on Big Monster number 1.
Okay.
Well, it's a 2 and a natural 20, so I'm gonna assume one of those hits and one of them does not.
You would be correct in that assumption, yes.
It's like you.
Do I get double damage for an Eldritch Blast?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
You roll
anything
dice.
You roll an attack roll for, buddy. You can crit.
It's going to do 12 points of force damage.
Awesome. Just gestures out, and where you are standing, a pod.
Is it a
bubbles-
spell?
Hmm?
Is it a spell?
It is not.
Okay.
A pod bubbles to the ground and explodes at you.
Oh, that's not
Make me
good.
a dexterity save.
Ooh,
I don't like this at all.
I like it. Just kidding. Oh,
That's
nice.
going to be an 18.
Okay, so that is fine. So you manage to jump back as the pod bubbles up to the top and explodes, showering everything around with acid.
Who'd you hit?
The big guy.
Oh, you're the big guy. Good.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, fuck that then.
Big guy, as you say.
Big boy.
See that? I'm not doing
Big
that.
number 1. Big number 1. More like a big number 2, am I right?
What are you saying?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't. Yeah.
The creature, so the large creature, kind of leans forward. It will stride 10 feet forward towards Arjan.
Plop, plop.
Good. It's still 10 feet out from him, right?
It is?
Okay, and at that point, it basically like hunches down, and you see it as spores fill a 10-foot cloud around the creature. So it essentially has an aura. Arjan, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Gladly. One thing I'm good at. Making saves.
Good start. For even
That's
roll.
part about being a paladin.
Yeah, 22.
22, good. So the creature is definitely trying to, as these things fill your head, you're finding yourself kind of lightheaded, a little bit dizzy, a little bit kind of confused, but you manage to kind of center yourself despite the interference. The Quaggoths will go now. So where are my Quaggoths at?
4, 2, 1, 3.
All right, so 4 is already right there with Arjan,
Yep.
right? Where the rest?
2 and 1.
They'll both move into Arjan as well. Actually,
good
one
party.
will go for one of them will go for Duncan.
Donkey.
Yeah, and then the last
Donkey.
one, 3.
We'll go Adam or
He'll just
zombie?
go straight for the zombie closest to him. Which of those, by the way, represents zombies, and which one represents Ms.
Feather bottom is red.
Thank you. That's what I figured. Okay, so these are just hands that are just pustulated with spore and fungal growth.
Who's getting attacked?
So I'm going to start with the zombie. It is a 21 and a 14.
They both hit.
Hits.
Well, they have 13 AC, right?
That
Even the
was
skeletons.
That was like 8 or something.
Yeah.
It's a total of 16 points of slashing damage. Then the next one is going to be on Arjan. So, on Duncan. That is a 16 to hit and a 10. Against Arjan, we've got a 14, a 20, a 23, and a 13.
20 is my AC, so 2 of those.
2 of those. Okay, so each of them manages to hit you with 1 hit. Do you want them individually or total?
Just give me all of us.
Okay, sounds good. It's 14 points of slashing damage for 2 hits. 4 servants are now up. So, 4 servants. So there's 1 there on Fein, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And these are the other 2.
Yep. Frog cloud.
Oh, good. They will move directly up and attack these 2 zombies.
It's Ron, Rod, and Rock.
Yep. Because
So Rod died?
2 times.
Wow.
Rob is dead.
Okay, so against
We didn't even hold a
Rock-
funeral for him. It's already done.
Rock is the darkest one.
Okay, so against Rock, that's a crit. Against Rod, the blue one,
Yep.
I assume. That is a 14.
That'll hit.
Okay. So Rod is going to take 4 points of piercing. Or sorry, bludgeoning. 4 points of bludgeoning. And whatever the dark one is on the
Rock.
end. Yeah, he is going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the one... Let's see, there should be 1 more. Where's the other one I threw?
third one is the light green one.
No, the fourth drow.
One attacking me.
Drow?
There's one over here next to Arjun.
Oh, good. Yeah, move him into Arjun. Bring it on. Alright, so against Fein. Crap, dude. That's a crit. But a complete miss against Arjun with a 1, so we're definitely feast or famining it. So that's going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage as one of them lurches right out of the fog cloud and just bludgeons you with its hand. Fein is realizing at a quick glance, actually making an insight roll.
I need to take a Constitution save.
Frog cloud?
Before the fog cloud. What was it? Insight you said?
Yep.
8.
Yeah. No
Not-
worries then.
Not realizing it.
Yep. No idea what we're talking about. Okay. Why would anyone need to make a save? A Constitution save with the fuck cloud?
Concentration.
I got concentration.
Oh, Constitution. Sorry, you need to make one. Sorry, I thought you were saying that the drow did.
You know how they work? Is it damage?
10 or half
the
what is-
damage.
half the damage, whichever's higher.
Round it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 10.
So 10.
They have like pretty awesome concept with the blades on them. Still made it, I think. Right?
No?
That's their concept.
Fog cloud dissipates.
Yeah.
What's your concept bonus?
2?
Oh, no, bladesong makes it really good, doesn't it? Yeah.
Plus 3 extra.
Wait, so you have a -1?
What?
Never mind.
Anywho, so the
Poor
fog cloud
guy.
dissipates. You notice the zombies.
Oh, can I
sorry,
use a concentration? Inspiration on that?
Yeah.
Alright. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, I have no problem with that. It's yours, man. Spend out your inspiration how you like.
I have a feeling it doesn't really matter.
Oh, can I
Plus-
have inspiration for
Fog
bringing junk
cloud.
food?
Where should I put it?
I'm sorry,
Forgot
Can I
where you-
have an inspiration
you.
for bringing junk food?
Yeah, of course you can. Even if I wasn't going to give it to you for that, I would give it to you for the reams of bad shit you've been writing me
Oh
lately.
man, yeah.
I really wish, Tim, that I was in a position to take advantage of some of these ideas. I really do.
You are. You are in a position.
So I think that's 25 for radius each of you come in.
Shut up, Vince. I'm helpless. I can't do anything on my own.
I'm sorry, that's okay.
15,
No, it
20.
starts here.
I have never
Yeah,
once.
Guys,
this
I'm gonna tell you
counts
that
as 5
this.
feet.
Guys, I'm going to tell you right now that these creatures all have blind sight, so you can keep doing this, but it's not going to matter.
Solving a very
The cloud is
important point
placed.
here. How do you draw a
All
radius?
you're,
It's
all,
not
you're
radius,
doing,
it's a
all
sphere.
you're doing is trying to figure out whether you guys can see or not. That's essentially.
Well, now's the time to do it, so might as well. You know, it's better now than later.
When's the next time you're going to be here?
Exactly.
While you're doing that, Duncan is up.
Is it 20 feet emanating from one single point, or is it?
Can you move me
20 feet.
one square this way?
Radius.
Have we
Yes,
been through
so
one?
I'll stay engaged to that guy. But I'm
Yeah,
in
so
15
5,
feet of
10,
everybody
15.
else.
No,
Right here.
Duncan,
This
Mike,
is
is
5
points
feet.
feather bottom
Does-
at the bottom of the initiative.
So wouldn't
So
this count?
what if it's over
Spirit
here? It's not 5
Guardians,
feet unless
Spirit
you go from
Guardians.
that line to that line,
Well,
right?
that should hit
if I centered it here,
not the big
5,
guy,
10,
but the
15,
other
20.
So this would go over
Sounds
here,
good.
right?
If
5,
you want to
10,
just start
Love it.
identifying what they are, I can start rolling saves.
So I'll center it in the middle of this.
That's gonna
points.
be
What? Yeah.
1,
1, 2, and 4.
1, 2, and 4 of what? The Quaggots?
Light green, yeah.
Okay, so the. I
think you can
what is the
target-
save?
Wiz 15.
Okay. The first one fails. Second one fails. Third one fails.
Alright, and then one drow.
Number 3.
Drow, I'm gonna go on the limb and say probably fails as well. Yep.
What are we casting?
Ooh.
Spirit Guardians.
Nice. So 14, yeah, 14 points of radiant damage to all them.
Holy
So give me the numbers again. Which Quaggots?
1, 2, and 4.
1, 2, and 4. Thank you.
And then-
14, you said?
Yep. And 3 for Drow.
And 3 for the drow. That actually will rip the drow completely to pieces. As the chunks fly away from the Spirit
Duncan,
Guardians, Duncan does notice that there is no viscera, no blood. It's just basically like the creature's interior is filled now mostly with fungus and plants and writhing vines. So even as the pieces fly, there are sprouts. They come up kind of John Carpenter's The Thing like whip through the air in a very disgusting fashion.
Stuffed a whale full of mushrooms once.
I was just waiting to see what the reaction was going to be, because this was your face. Alright, anything else from Duncan?
That's it.
Alright, the one remaining Myconid is over here, and he will... Let's see. Move to there.
How far? All the way?
Mm-hmm. No, it's one back. One back from there.
Uh-oh.
That will work.
Explodes.
Okay. And as it finishes doing that, the large creature turns and gestures again at a point in the ground. Another spore servant bubbles to the ground, or bubbles up from the ground, and then just bursts into a large cloud of spores that zip through the air, flying into one of the creature's extremities, and you see some of the damage that you have done start to repair itself. Gross. All right, we are. Miss Featherbottom is going to wind us up this time.
I'm gonna flap on over here. Over there and help me with my attack.
Sounds good. All right, and now we got Rush.
Ooh, I don't want to deal with the big
Rush. Oh, the order.
All the way over there.
And there's a cloud around.
You want a globe. Here's you. Rush
Just
is
spin it.
the ocean? What's he doing in the ocean? He doesn't know anybody in the ocean.
Is there a cloud still around the big guy?
Yes.
Oh, then fuck that then.
If you're within,
Let me go to that other one that
if you're within
Fein
10
said.
of me, you get plus 40 or something.
No, I'm not dealing with that. No. Okay. No. I'm gonna go to the blue one that Fein's at right now.
Sounds good.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Move me, Bob. Move me.
Wait, where we going?
To the one that Fein's at.
Number 4.
All the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was like 40, 45. I'm gonna hit it with my staff. Try.
That's a draw, right?
Yeah. 13 a hit.
13 will not hit.
Fuck.
It should, but what you realize, you smash the thing, and you realize as it hits the fungi that it's still wearing the Drow's chain shirt, but some of the fungi has grown over it.
Oof. Gross. I'm gonna give another whack. Oh my fucking god. Nat 1. Okay, flurry of blows. Let's just do it.
Let's do it.
That's another nat 1.
Cow.
And a 19.
Okay, yes! The 19 hits!
Yeah, okay.
Woohoo!
And that's a 1 on the damage, just a 5. Damn it.
Alright, well, hey, it's one less than
Ooh.
you used to have. And that's the important part.
That's the important part.
So you said it was 1 point total?
5 damage.
5 damage total.
Plus
okay,
4,
that's
yeah.
See, that's more respect. Not that there's anything wrong with doing 1 point of damage on an attack for
So much dice.
who is also up now, by the way.
Hearing that amazing strategy, I'm gonna.
What's the strategy of that doing 1 point of damage?
No, I'm just gonna move away, so we can get into a focus fire. Speaking of which, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire, and it will highlight 2, 4, and 1.
Big one.
The big guy.
Okay, so Quagoth's 2 and 4,
Yep.
and then the big guy.
Big guys.
So
It's Dex 15.
okay, first Quagoth fails, second Quagoth fails, and the big guy fails, but is choosing to succeed instead.
Oh, legendary.
Well, fuck this guy already. No, I'm not doing
Well, he used it, now you go stun him.
He has more than one problem.
Anything else with flow?
No, I'm just gonna pull out my Discord and spring and get ready.
Arjan.
Alright, I'm gonna use my channel. Oh, I'm gonna move over first.
I get opportunity.
Oh, from this one, don't I?
If it's just 1, you know. You have a pretty high AC anyway.
Yeah, if you could move out of that pocket, that would help me.
Hot pocket.
Is there a chance that the Spirit
Actually, I can't get there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And the
What
what's
are
that
Spirit
now?
Guardians?
Oh yeah, that's right, you have that on.
I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move here. I'll take 2 opportunity attacks, Travis, from 2 Quagga.
Wow.
Let me just make sure.
Bold move.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see
Yep.
what pays off. So, an 18 and a 24.
The 24 hits.
So 8 points of damage. As one of them reaches out as you lumber by it and basically punches you.
How much? 18?
No, 8.
Oh, jeez. And I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity. Every single one of these monsters has to make a will save.
So,
Will save or else they're feared.
Cool.
Also immune to fear.
all right.
Travis,
Yo.
in all fairness, I didn't cast a spell,
Oh, yeah.
and I
You did too.
rolled a
I did too.
d20, and I rolled a 1.
Okay. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For
You
being
cast
one
one too, right?
Yeah,
You did one too.
Just rolled, I had a 14.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll say 15 wisdom.
15 wisdom is the same. Give me 1 second.
What if I get old again? Oh, that'd be terrible.
Oh yeah, no, the original you was ugly.
You go there,
Just
and
kidding.
I trouble you to roll percentile.
Oh, absolutely.
You just aged.
Here we go.
I mean,
Do it.
I guess fine isn't a word for
That's
okay.
neat. Was that
5?
That's a, no, it's a,
An
that's
okay
6,
builder.
not 7.
Wait, is that 6?
Yeah.
The fuck is that shit?
Let's see.
I hate it.
Found a parking.
You are frightened until the end of your next turn by that large creature. So, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see it, and you can't willingly move closer to the
That's fine.
I think that's
I think
pretty
that's
good for you.
probably very fair considering what happened.
You don't really
Alright,
attack.
so
anyways.
let's start with, we got Quaggoths.
Everything on there, except for that guy.
You cast spells, you know?
So Quaggoths, it's a wisdom 15 you said?
But at least you're still young.
Alright, fail. Makes the save. Fail.
You need one more.
Last one is a fail.
Okay.
The drow.
They all fail?
Except for that one.
Oh, gotcha.
What is that for?
Here.
Nope. Fail, fail, fail.
Jesus.
And the big guy?
Yep.
Come on.
He's got it.
Cut that bitch.
Oh!
My life.
It's cut by 1.
Cut by 1? No. No. A cunning
He
word.
reduced it by 1.
Reduced.
Wait, that could have been enough if he's on the dot.
Yeah.
But hey,
Thank you,
good
Bob.
try.
Yeah. Then I will.
Honestly, I had a 16. Or sorry, I had a 16. So it would have been a 2.
Oh!
I broke my strings.
Alright.
And I'll move another 10 feet. Right.
Sounds good. Alright.
Oh, that's so sad. It makes him like.
I am going to transform my weapon from a sword into a crossbow, and I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spaces over here.
You have crossbow bolts on you?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Alright, anything else?
I have nothing else I can do with
The
it.
act of changing the weapon is an action.
It is an action.
Interesting. Okay, good to know. So that was maybe Hexblades can do it as a bonus. That might be the case. Okay, the big guy is going to go. So he is going to
Yeah, as an
move
action.
forward. He will move forward 10 feet.
I think as soon as he moves, he has to take a save for.
Oh, the Spirit Guardians.
He's outside the Spirit Guardians right now.
He goes in.
moved into this.
Yeah.
He is intelligent enough to move around it.
Okay.
Basically, I want to get him to
Fuck machine.
about.
Gotcha.
Huh, yeah, you can do that.
Right here?
Yeah, that should be fine. It's good as long as it's outside.
15.
I think that's
So-
within the. I think he'd have to move like straight, I think.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Actually, move him one more square back. So he's not.
Yeah, he should.
Hang on, no, I want to do this very specifically. These 4 squares right there.
Oh, that
Here?
factor was.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm out of here.
You want us to move closer?
No. I just want to trying to do the math on this.
Does he have time to do the math?
Yeah, he's an intelligent creature.
He's more intelligent than we are.
Oh yeah.
He's got 3 fingers. So
He's the only creature here that has really an
A college education, so.
It's not huge, but I mean, all right. So he moves to there. Flo, make me a Constitution save.
Add +4.
Oh,
Add
absolutely.
+4 to
Add
that.
+4 because you're by Arj on that.
Got you, bro.
Thank you.
On save song.
That's bad. That's just 12.
+4.
Oh, 16.
That's okay. That'll get you. So again, you are caught in the aura around him, but manage to
right.
withstand. The creature kind of leans down, and all of these things around its sort of fake head. Remember I told you it was like moving almost like a mouth. They all shift to make almost like a funnel, and there's as it spits out a 30-foot cone of spores. So this is going to be Flo, Arjan, and Fein all have to make me a Constitution save. Or sorry, a Dexterity save, please.
And we just one square of our
So Bobby will have a +4 on this because you're close to Arjan.
You're pretty close. Like
We're
close
tight,
relationship. Yeah.
we're tight.
No, this is Dex. I'm sorry.
Dex. My worst save.
Pretty good.
That's quite good. 21.
Ooh, wow.
16.
14.
+4.
Yeah. That's
Yep, you're fine. You're all fine. So the creature leans in and spits out this 30-foot cone of spores. As they land on you guys, you can hear them sizzling as they burn little holes in your clothing and in your armor. But fortunately, you are all able to keep them away from exposed flesh, and they very quickly fizzle out upon you. The Quaggoths are going to go now, so all 3, that's 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah, big saves.
All 3 of them will come in on
These 2 are
Duncan.
afraid.
So this
They can't. This one can't move towards. Let's see.
What does fear do?
Fear means they cannot move towards me. Let's see. If this is closer to me, then they can't move there.
Then he'll go around. He can go.
Yeah, he can go around. Yep.
He can go
Alright,
that
so
way.
he'll move in there and he'll go in
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
As long as I make the trajectory.
Quaggoth is right here, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gotta
Maybe
make
their
the wisdom
spiritual-
save.
their turn, and they take damage from the Spirit Guardians.
And it is wisdom save what?
15.
Okay. And what do I have? 1, 2, 3, or
1, 2,
1,
4.
2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Okay, so number 1.
1 and 4 have disadvantage.
Have disadvantage on the save?
No, they have on ability checks. Never mind.
Alright, that's fine. Well, first one doesn't make it anyway. 3 does not make it. 4 does not make it. None of them do.
1, 2,
It is 2 and 4, not 3.
Right.
2.
The 3 of them there failed their saves.
14 points of radiant damage.
Outstanding. So that's 3 right over there.
That's correct.
Thank you. And I'm sorry, 14 points you said? Thank you.
So 1, 2, 4.
Alright, so this is going to be a combined total of 6 attacks on Duncan.
Do they have disadvantage because they're frightened?
Yes. 1 and 4 have disadvantage.
Yep.
2 does not.
Do they have disadvantage?
On attacks and ability checks, as long as.
As long as, okay, it's not just against you, it's in general. Good.
Poopy crap.
Oh,
So where's the shit?
So, it's a complete miss. Second attack is a 14. The second one, miss. Next one, miss. Last one, 20?
21.
There you go, miss.
This nimble fucking
I had a
dwarf.
20 and a 21 on that one. Nice. And then the remaining one is going to attack the zombie that it is nearest to. So that is a 21 and a 9.
The second one almost missed.
What's the
First
AC?
time in this campaign that
Oh my
blessing
God.
of the Forge has made the difference between getting
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
So it's going to be a total of 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, he crumbles.
One less zombie.
Run!
Dead zombie.
This one?
Oh, only rock and roll.
Fein.
Me.
you.
I can.
For me.
Oh, was he disadvantaged? He rolled with disadvantage against the zombie.
Oh yeah, those zombies all have disadvantage.
Every other creature on now is disadvantage, except for the magnet.
Yep. Considering their AC is 8.
Probably can't really miss them.
I'm gonna dismiss this fog cloud and jump over Miss Featherbottom into this spot.
It's not that impressive. It's a small bird.
Well, I mean, it depends on how high she's flying, I guess, really.
The duck underneath. Oh yeah, it's true.
She was flapping.
50 feet up.
He's jumping over, like, that could be really amazing.
Uses her as like a post, shoves the bird downward.
Later on, he's going to slide under his chihuahua, so it's going to be really, like, just, you know, always play with your expectations. But easy killer, easy.
All right.
He's coughing because he jumped too high.
Green Flame Blade cantrip.
Green flame.
Green flam.
Green Flame on!
Green flam blade.
I have advantage against the one I'm attacking, which is number 4.
Excellent.
Also, Elven advantage. Love reminding everyone about that.
And remind me why you have advantage against number 4?
Miss Featherbottom's help.
Got it.
And I have a 25.
That will most certainly hit, my friend.
Alright. So, Green Flame Blade adds.
This is quite on the nose drop.
Draw number 4, yes. 28 normally, plus 28.
I also need you to roll me a d20.
10. So this one will take, let's see, 8 fire damage and 11 slashing.
Or drop it.
Nice.
And the fire shoots over my shoulder and hits the guy behind me.
Choose which one?
Hits number 3 for.
What even is that creature? Really Quackoff?
Yep.
For 8 points of fire damage.
First time that has been touched. Nice.
For my
Never been touched.
second attack, I will spin,
Gross.
do a
For his 16th birthday, he wanted to
do a slash at
fuck up some
number
dudes.
3
Music was bad.
for a
What
13.
they want for the bird?
That'll hit.
Great. 7 points of slashing damage.
Outstanding. Number 3. Very good.
And as a bonus action, I'll
Jesus.
command my zombies to start moshing. Shut. Alright,
So you're doing a shove.
so Rod and Rock are going to make opposed strength checks against these two drow. 1 and 2.
It's like these fucking zombies just like pushing people. Not even biting anyone, just pushing
They're
them.
like the worst zombies ever. They're like Miss Featherbottom, they're totally confused about their purpose.
Not feared at all, right?
Yeah, they're afraid.
They are,
Oh,
so
they
they
are.
have disadvantage.
Great.
On ability
That
checks.
was what I wanted to know.
17 against number 1,
That does it.
and a 7 against number 2.
That will not. So number 1 you were able to knock over. Number 2 you will not. At this, the large creature will again gesture. Another pod comes bubbling to the surface and explodes, and he absorbs its spore energy into himself.
Oh no. Get all spored up.
Every time we kill one, it does that.
Spore the dying. Sorry, what?
Spore of the
This
dust.
one dead, right?
Yes.
That one might have
That one's mine.
Okay. The drow are going to go, so the one that was knocked prone will stand itself up. And it will attack 10.
I'll do it.
Yep, and the other
Not
one,
Rod.
the other one has a 12.
That'll
So
do it.
against one of the zombies, 8 points of damage, and against the next one it is 4 points of damage.
Alright, they're still standing.
Sounds good. Duncan.
Duncan, with my bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon, which gets me a 4 on the Wild Magic Surge table.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to put it next to just Rod there.
Let's grab one of the little mini ones.
Next to who? Rob or the big
Just
guy?
a broad.
Big guy.
Just a broad. Got it.
That is a 15. You said hopefully.
That's
It means it's a big golden mushroom.
Miss him.
That's 7 points of force damage. And for my action, I will dodge.
As a retribution for this, Mr. Broad gestures towards you, and another pod comes up behind you and explodes. Do me a favor and make me a dexterity save.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
Arjan, you do the same.
14.
Actually, you're within range. 14? Good.
Oh, God, I failed.
What'd you get?
Like a 4.
Oh, okay. So Duncan manages to kind of hop out of the way of the acid splash. Arjan unfortunately takes 9 points of acid damage.
Arjan looks accusingly over at Duncan.
Let's see. So the remaining Myconid can go. It is going to just.
He's gonna Benny Hill after me.
Just run around in circles.
He's probably dumb enough, too.
Yeah, he'll go right there.
Oh, he can reach me.
Double
If
move.
he does a double move.
Oh.
So it's basically like large legs kind of plopping along. Good. And now Ms. Featherbottom.
Miss Featherbottom's gonna go over here. She's gonna fly in low and help me with my next attack.
Groovy. Rush.
Oh, now I have to deal with this guy. Okay, move me to diagonal to flow.
Make sure you want to be within 10 of me.
Diagonal to
You
flow.
can do that. Like here?
No, other side. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Con save.
I'm scared of him.
+4.
A congestion save.
Ooh, +4?
Yep.
15.
Good.
Okay. This first attack with my bow, I'm gonna try to jump on his like little legs and whatever, and then try to just stab to his up
Scaling
top.
up?
Yeah, scale him up and then just like climb around his neck and try to choke him, I guess. 20 total. Stunning strike. 14 con save.
Not a problem.
Okay, that's 9 damage.
Okay.
Then I'll do a second attack. 15 a hit.
That will hit.
Stunning strike again.
Yep. It's got to save.
God damn it. For 12 damage.
Okay.
Flurry of blows. Why not?
Try stunning strike again.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, how many?
Ooh,
Points does he have?
11 damage.
Okay.
Or 11 to hit. Sorry.
Oh, 11 to hit. No.
Doesn't hit? Yeah. Then my second flurry of blows.
In the sense that like it'll hit, but just hit kind of
12 to hit.
spongy fungal around it. 12 to hit also will not hit.
Okay, I'm out of here. That was like 20 movement. Moving back to like 25.
Go. All right, now flow.
Now, I can't. It's physical attacks, or is it spells against the big guy? I can't do it.
You can't move any closer to him.
Good.
And anything,
You're feared?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's a frightened effect.
You can't. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack.
That's fine.
Only for a turn, right?
Until the end of this turn.
Oh, they all get saves at the end of the turn. Sorry.
I'm gonna move right over here, so I'm knocking you over. But sure,
I'm guessing it's not going to happen. These are all the drow and all the quagoths, right?
Yeah, they get 15 or 15.
There's all the
sure would love to cast a cloud of daggers on him, though.
They have disadvantage on this as well.
This is the save, right?
So, okay, quagoths. First one makes it. What was it again?
15.
15 wisdom.
Yep.
Second one does not. Next one does not.
Drow. It's 2 drow.
2 drow.
He's rolling for fear.
The fright.
Oh, fear.
Not and not.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. So by my count, I should still have 2 drow
Yep.
and all 4 quagoths.
Correct. 2 of those quagoths are feared, 2 of the drow are feared.
Alrighty, and now we are going to. Is that?
I'm casting a cloud of daggers.
Sounds good.
At second level, because it's very much left. And that's going to be
At whom are you casting Cloud of Daggers?
big boy.
Okay.
So that's going to be 4, 7, 8. Not any longer.
And
Did you actually introduce him?
Was there a save on that or no?
No save. It's just daggers pop up. Start to work on his heels.
Big old blender.
Yeah, I do. It feels fucked up saying. Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Oh, you can look it up right here, sir.
Duncan, would it be helpful
only
for you
does
for me to thunderstep
44.
those guys who are attacking you right now?
It's when he enters the spell area.
I think they're. I have a feeling they're gonna die
I
soon.
feel like Arj Fearfull is going to take care of it pretty soon.
He's dodging.
I don't think it takes damage until it starts its turn.
Yeah, dodging.
Whoa.
When it enters it for the
When
first
it
time.
enters for the first time.
On a turn, though, it says.
I'm about to draw.
He can just
an
leave the
attack.
cloud of
I hate
daggers.
drawing attacks.
But can you
I
move
wish
the
I
cloud of
had kept
daggers
my
or no?
sword.
When it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn,
I'm not
On
going
the
to use
turn,
a
it's kind of
4th level
ridiculous.
spell for one guy.
I think it's trying to say you can move into it. You only take the damage once if you move back out through it.
Oh, first time on a turn. Like that.
Can you move the daggers or no?
I cannot.
hang on. I have the official Chris Perkins, I think.
Oh, Chris.
It's either Chris or Crawford, one of the two.
Don't do me wrong.
What's the question?
It's about Cloud of Daggers.
There's a save involved. Or...
Obviously, there's no save, but when it takes damage, it's worded like this: a creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn, or starts.
Creating an area of effect on a creature's space is not the same thing as the creature entering. So this is also true for Spirit Guardians for future reference, and also true for Moonbeam. Which doesn't affect any of you, but will screw up the way that I know somebody plays a druid with
So,
No, makes sense.
yeah.
so basically, it will not. It takes the damage now, but not later.
No, it will take it when it starts.
Later.
When it starts.
Very good. Okay.
Okay. But that is still, I mean,
Little
that's
daggers.
coming up very momentarily, so.
They're going right for his ball.
Whoa!
Excuse me.
He's like a bird, he has a clay.
He's kind of like
You can make one.
butthole.
Oh, yeah,
It's a fair point.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like T to B butthole.
If one is all butthole, do you have a butthole?
I mean, at
But
that
they don't
point,
really need
you are
one.
The butthole, yeah. Arjan. This is why I play D&D, because I can get these conversations other places.
Probably a good thing.
Most people don't want to talk to me about where the butt starts.
I will,
Travis. I know. That's the same reason why I play D&D. These little quirky little moments just really, well, feels good to share. And I hope to continue this. Which is why, thank you for being so patient. The world does not smile in May. And as always, remember, friends, behind you is a little fairy sprite just waiting to whisper a sweet tune in your ear. Just gotta let it in. Good night, everyone.
Our dwarven cleric regularly has conversations with his deity and somehow still manages to be the stablest one in the entire world.
Look,
So-
the gods are real things here.
Yeah.
I've never seen a god before. All I'm saying.
You saw demons. Yeah.
Oh, somebody's looking to lose their paladin status.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I'm playing Paladin.
The moment he says that, oh, gone.
Who is anybody above 20, please?
23.
23 for Rush.
22.
For 4. Okay.
Yeah, out with it.
Thematically, there would be no way. I'll just wait until you do your action.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you want to do, I'm not gonna.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You're not gonna bully him to doing what you tell him to do.
no, because you know.
I'm just gonna run.
That's very kind of you.
You're gonna run.
Deuce no.
Also very on brand.
Look. I'll fight till there's enough to be able to run away. For you guys.
What did Fein have?
12.
That's 12, thank you.
No.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, are you?
There-
Are you just saying?
There's a way.
Nope, I'm just gonna.
What are you just saying?
Yeah.
I'm out of character completely. What I was telling Travis is we could probably convince ourselves that we were nothing but wedding performers for the festivities of the grand wedding, and we were here to offer our DJ, a ventriloquist, falconry, juggling act, and musical performance.
Well, I know nothing of that right now, so.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why you beat me in initiative.
And I mean, again, I think I told Bob immediately. I love that. It's hilarious. It's not going to work in this particular case. Like initially,
Zombie mushroom people.
Yeah. They just want to eat your brains and take your powers. But again, the idea of like, just you're gonna hit it one of these days, man.
This campaign setting is not your. The Underdark isn't your best place.
Listen. If he pulled that "Let's make a balloon" stuff in Chult, you would all be kissing his ass.
Unfortunately.
It's better run a place where
Here we are, where everyone hates
to.
us.
Just can't catch a break sometimes.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're underground. It's not the best place for a balloon. But if you were in the middle of a jungle surrounded
Not
by
the place for fun,
undead dinosaurs, then yes.
Absolutely.
What about a giant drill that can drill us to the surface?
Powerful.
Ooh.